Welcome to the last meeting of the Council of the Municipality of the County of Annapolis in this session. We'll begin with roll call, starting with District 1, please.
Bruce Trout.
District 2, Brian Fasicano.
District 3, Dustin Enslow.
District 4, Clyde Bardo.
District 5, Lynn Longmire.
District 6, Alec Morrison.
District 7, David Hudson.
District 8, Michael Good.
District 9, Wendy Sheridan.
District 10, Brad Redden.
District 11, Diane Noda.
Thank you. And I ask you to be, well, I don't have to ask you, you always are very flexible with regard to the agenda today. Nadine?
So the warden asked me this morning if I would come forward to do a very brief but very important presentation. We have some lovely guests with us here today. They are amazing representatives for the county. I know this because each and every one of them have been volunteers for our Annapolis County Volunteer Recognition at some point in time. They are actually representing the Cornwallis Park Community Association. Now, I'm going to give a little background. This organization came to be in 1997. To put this in perspective of, their longevity, this summer, talking to the interns, we were talking about age and all the birthdays, and I told them what mine was. They said, "You were born in the 1900s?" To this day, that hurt. But their inception was 1997. And just to give you a brief idea of how important they are, I'm going to read what we have on their certificate. So it says, "For your outstanding community-mindedness in bringing recognition to Annapolis County through your efforts to provide a diverse and hospitable neighborhood for residents. Since your inception in 1997, you have offered cultural and recreational facilities that have persevered through population and infrastructure change, while maintaining an inclusive and welcoming environment. I can't tell you how grateful we are to have you work with us on very many occasions." So if the warden would come forward and present these, that would be great.
I want to say a few things first. I was the first resident of Cornwallis Park, and I came here at the behest of the Government of Canada on the 25th of February 1994 to establish the Pearson Peacekeeping Center. And by 1995, all of the permanent married quarters had been vacated, and the base was closed and then handed over to various civilian organizations. And I spent a couple of years walking through those houses saying, how long can they go by themselves without deteriorating to the point of no return? But in 1997, it was decided to sell them. And an office was set up and a company from British Columbia came to conduct the sale. And it was fantastic. People would phone and say, "I lived at 45 Smith Street and it was awful. I don't want to buy that, I want to buy 47 Smith Street." You will get other people who will phone and say, "I want to buy one of these because I've been in them in some other place in Canada and I know how well they are." They expected to take 18 months to sell all of those permanent married quarters, and they went in about 6 months or so. So you had a fully functioning Canadian Forces base, and then you didn't. And then you had the permanent married quarters 100% occupied. And the citizens decided to form the Cornwallis Park Community Association. And as you will know from your time on council, Cornwallis Park has undergone various challenges to its infrastructure, to its residents, and to the services that are offered Cornwallis Park residents and others. If you look at last week's reader, I think it's the second last page on the right-hand side top, you will see a list of all of the activities of the Cornwallis Park Community Association. Every day of the week, there are multi-things going on. And one of the interesting things is that very often there are more non-residents than there are residents. And they come from the other side of Bridgetown and down the other side of Digby for the activities. So it is a thriving organization in line with how other organizations and community halls in our county thrive as well. And so I would like to present this certificate to three of the main people, the president and a member of the executive, and Marty Felker up here. No, you up here.
Back up.
The dean will proceed to take 16 pictures.
Because someone will blink every time.
Thank you. Stay. Throughout all of this, since 1997, there have been people who have served on the executive or served as volunteers for greater or lesser periods. But since that beginning and the founding of the Cornwallis Park Community Association, there has been one person who has been there all the time and who has given, you can't count the number of hours and the activities in which Marty Felker has been involved. She has been the one constant since the beginning and remains so. And so we would like to give this certificate to her for what she has done for Annapolis County through the activities of the Cornwallis Park Community Association. Now, if we could turn, please, to page 45. And as you know, we're having the Pony Express riders here at 11 o'clock, and it would be good to have approved the proclamation that we intend to make at that time. So could I have a motion that Municipal Council approve the proclamation for the 175th anniversary celebration and commemorating a historic milestone in Annapolis County for the Pony Express 1849-2024, moved by Councillor Gunn, seconded by Councillor Longmire. Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. Are there disclosures of interest?
Oh.
Yes, Councillor Henslow, please.
For section 7.2,
Page?
page 46 to 49, Joint Police Board.
Yes.
I work for the RCMP. I feel it's a conflict of interest.
Thank you. Further disclosures of interest? All right, we now move to approval of the order of the day. Councillor Crouch, please.
Thank you. I'd like to propose two things. One, that we insert 7.1, well, I said between 3 and 4. I guess we're already on 4, but
Yeah.
we'd handle that next. And perhaps add an item to send a letter of thanks to the outgoing Lieutenant Governor of Nova Scotia, Arthur LeBlanc, and also one of congratulations to the newly appointed Lieutenant Governor, Mike Savage.
Okay, we make that 9A. Thank you. Deputy Warden, did you have something?
I thought it was already on here. I guess
Okay.
it's not. Yeah.
Good,
Oh, no, that issue's not.
thank you. Any other comments on the order of the day? Could I have a motion to approve the order of the day? Amended, Councilor Gunn, seconded by Councilor LeBlanc. Discussion? All in favor?
Yes.
Thank you. Now we will go to approval of council meetings, page 4 to 16. Comments? Councilor Bartow.
In the council comments section, I noticed some discrepancies, so I talked to staff about that, and without getting wordy, I just want to say that I would approve those minutes with those amendments, not as presented.
Okay, what page are we?
On page 11,
Okay,
and it goes through on to page 12.
okay. And the amendments are?
If you want me to go through them specifically, I will.
Yes, please, for the record.
Yeah. Attending events, on the second sentence, third sentence, the Acadian Festival was what it was related to. The next sentence after that, it says trouble walking, and it was not that, it was double booking. So I think some of the transcriptions were a little shaky. Down at the bottom of that first paragraph section, it says "he will" and it stops. And that means that basically most of the following, except for the last sentence, would be deleted because it's repetitious. And that last sentence, it says "he will." Well, that's the carryover of the "he will" that I mentioned previously, and that would stay. Is that clear?
Thank you. Other comments on these minutes? Can I have a motion to adopt these minutes as amended? Councilor Gunn, Councilor Sheridan, discussion. All in favor?
Yes.
Opposed? Motion carried. We'll now go to page 17. January the 18th, public hearing. Comment? We'll go to page 24. Public hearing. We'll go to page 28. Public hearing. Go to page 33. Public hearing. Councilor Longmire, please.
Thank you. On page 37, I just wanted to elaborate just a bit. At the very bottom of the page, I had made the statement, "excuse me," and it was, at the time, I wanted to bring to everyone's attention, it was reflecting back up in the very first paragraph where Mr. Baker was speaking about failed them on their property. It was a discussion that had been had on multiple occasions through the deputy warden and myself, encouraging Mr. Baker and Mrs. Baker to proceed with doing the business that they needed to do in order to make their business official. So at this time, it was a non-existing business that they were asking to be grandfathered in. Thank you.
Thank you. Further comments? Could I have a motion to approve the minutes of the public hearing on Tuesday, September 17th, 2024? Don't all rush in. Councilor Longmire and Councilor Prout. Discussion? All in favor?
Yes.
Opposed? Motion carried. Page 44. Deputy Warden, would you take the first one, please?
Yes. I move that Municipal Council approve a grant of $14,237 to the Royal Canadian Legion, Branch 112, Lawrencetown, to assist with emergency roof replacement for the hall, and that this funding be approved as an over expenditure in the community grants budget of 2024-2025 pursuant to the recommendation of Committee of the Whole.
Seconded by Councillor Connell. Discussion. Councillor Connell.
After last night, they probably will appreciate this.
Yeah.
A lot of water.
Further discussion. All in favor?
Yes.
Opposed? Carried. Councillor Gunn, please.
Well, thank you. I move that municipal council refer the matter of the watershed posting to staff for a recommendation report in accordance with the recommendation of Committee of the Whole.
Thank you. Seconded by Councillor Hudson. Discussion. All in favor?
Yes.
Opposed? Motion carried. We have done page 45, so we'll go to page 46. Go to page 48 to start. Who's on the police strategy? Councillor Long.
Thank you. I move that municipal council endorse the concept of a joint police advisory board structure with Town of Middleton, and that a proposed committee terms of preference be brought forward to council for a final review and potential adoption.
Thank you. Seconded by Councillor Prout. Discussion. Councillor Hudson, please.
Yes, just a question. So this just involves the RCMP detachments in Bridgetown and the one in Middleton? It doesn't involve the police force in Annapolis Road?
Correct.
That would be correct. Yeah, okay.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Yes.
Opposed? Carried. Page 50. Page 52. Deputy Warden.
I move that municipal council approve the October 2024 intermunicipal joint inclusion, diversity, equity, and accessibility strategy.
Thank you. Seconded by Councillor Longmire. Discussion. Bear in mind that there is no regulation I could find that limited the time available for the last council meeting. Councillor Ensel.
Thank you. I just got one question.
Page.
I don't know what page, but, so this new committee, I just want to make sure it's not replacing any other committee, like the accessibility committee?
Would you like me to explain? Sure.
Please.
And so what will happen here is we have an accessibility committee in the 3 communities now, the 3 municipalities now, excluding the village. This is now a requirement for us to have a strategy, so that deals with accessibility, now requires us to have a anti-racism and inclusion strategy. And so the proposal is, the village is now included, there'll be 4 of us, and the proposal is we'll have 1 committee to deal with accessibility plus the inclusion. So
Okay.
it will roll them all into 1 committee to
Okay.
deal with all the issues, because it doesn't matter where you live, you're accessing
Yeah.
services in the town for the rural areas on a regular basis. And the proposal for here is it doesn't make sense for us to develop 4 different policies, 4 different strategies, 4
Yeah.
different public consultation processes. We'll do it all as one.
Okay. Perfect, thanks.
Thank you. Further discussion. Councillor Longmire, please.
Thank you. So the, excuse me, last paragraph on page 51. As I have read over and I've underlined many areas where I feel this is nothing shy of amazing. It says, last paragraph, there has been concern expressed that having a larger joint committee will lessen the focus on accessibility. There are, however, many more opportunities for cooperative planning, education, and community development work that can be carried out together rather than individually. And I think that's paramount here. This is a big task to take on, and Well done.
Thank you. Councillor Gunn, please.
All makes perfect sense. Thank you.
That certainly does.
All in favor?
Yes.
Opposed? Carried. Page 68. And if we go to page 71, please. Who would like to make that motion? Deputy Warden.
I move that municipal council endorse the concept paper for the development of an anti-poverty and inclusion working group as part of the County of Annapolis's 2023-2027 strategic plan. This initiative falls under strategic priority 4, investing in our people, priority number 4.
Thank you. Seconded by Councillor Gunn. Discussion, please. Deputy Warden.
I've been casually and slightly formerly at the board's direction involved in a number of groups and meetings that have been working on this working on these issues that are brought up in this paper for 18 months, and I look forward to dealing with this in the future, and I think this is a wonderful first step.
Thank you. Councillor Longmire, followed by Councillor Crowe, please.
Thank you. When I look at these types of committees coming together, as it says on the page, top portion of 71, it says it will bring together leaders from various sectors, including education, health, employment, housing, social services, and community organizations. I often think people with lived experiences sitting at that table as well. Accessibility, was one of those committees where having those persons, they're invaluable to us because they see it from a completely different lens than sometimes we are. So I would like to think that this will also entertain people living within some of these experiences.
Thank you for that. In the discussion section, it does mention as well as representatives from marginalized populations, so definitely.
Must have missed that, thank you. I appreciate that.
Councillor Gunn, please.
Thank you very much, having just been through District 8, and as in a lot of districts around, I see a need for this, and I'm so happy to see that the county is putting this on the table so that we look at, those marginalized people as people aren't so well off as a lot of others. There's a lot of people that are living in substandard housing around. I think it's good that we're looking at it.
Thank you. Councillor Crowe, please.
Thank you. Certainly a very much a needed strategy, and I'm very, very pleased to see us moving forward on this. I think it's long overdue, and the work is there, and we have to do it, and we should do it. All of our citizens, I hope, will be behind this. Thank you.
Thank you. Councillor Ansel, please.
Thank you. I just want to say that I'm thrilled to see that we're doing something like this. I know it's been called for upon many of us as well as a lot of people within the different communities that we serve. I just want to draw attention to some items in the report, just for people that are watching, really. It's astonishing to think...
Page?
Oh, sorry, page 68. It's astonishing to think what our unemployment rate is within this county. That the fact that it even notes higher than average, 12.3, that's insane. And I wish that there was something that we could do as a council to help with that, but unfortunately, we can only employ so many people. But the fact that we're taking this on to try to set a precedent and to hopefully work with other people, that maybe we can help lower that rate, as well as maybe there's some things we need to look at internally as well, mostly in regards to our low-income tax policy. Maybe we can look at that. Because it says here that the living wage is $25.40 an hour. That is a huge number. And I wouldn't say that there's a huge amount of people in this county that make that an hour. So the fact that right now, I believe it's $40,000 in that policy, and our living wage is $49,000, so I would be interested in the future for us to kind of look at that, and I'm sure we'll look at it as part of this thing. It's just crazy when we look at this stuff, and I appreciate that we're moving forward with it. Thank you.
Councillor Conlon, please.
Yes, and I'm glad we're looking at going forward with a program for low income and citizens in poverty. Going around door to door has, again, opened my eyes on different programs. I've gone to the province, the housing sector, and sometimes their promotion on grants and stuff like that needs work on. We need to push ideas to the province too, because a lot of times talking to one of the agents that does that for the housing, to tell me that they couldn't replace a window unless they can put their fingers through the rot. But the window could be leaking, but that doesn't call for window replacement. It's the surrounding of the window that's got to be rotten before they're allowed to put in the window. Things like that need to change. Our citizens that are living in lower standards of housing need help. We're, as a county, as much as we try, are still not getting out the word on what's available for seniors and stuff like that. It's hard. Some people don't have a computer, believe it or not. Some people don't even have a cell phone. They live pretty simple, but they don't even know what's out there for them to help. So I'm glad that we're working forward to try to achieve some of this over the next few years. Thank you.
Thank you. Further discussion, Councillor Sherrill. LeBlanc, please.
LeBlanc.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is something that we have to work on, and it's not just one part of government, it's all three parts of government. And we being the hovel that is closest to the people, and we get a lot more information, and as was said before, being that we are doing this, going around talking to people and knowing more and more. So I am very excited to be part of this, because it is something that he, as council, and we must go to different levels and advocate that things are needed for certain people, and there's no ways. Anyway, thank you very much, I'll stop there.
Thank you. All in favor?
Yes.
Opposed? Motion carried. We will now go to page 74, please. Councillor Gunn, how about you on page 74?
Yes, sir. I move that the council of the municipality of the county of Annapolis notify Nova Scotia Public Works that it does not wish to participate in the J-Class repaving subdivision streets program in 2024-25.
Thank you. Seconded by Deputy Warden. Discussion. Councillor Sheridan.
Just on their list of the J-class roads, they still haven't updated that, because several of these roads in my district are paved and it's showing that it's dirt. And I'm sure it's in other districts as well. So this updated list, this road list, is not accurate from the province.
You mean there are
There are many
roads that are not here?
There's a lot of errors, like, for example, Balcom Crescent in Nicktow, it says gravel, that's all paved. Colonial Drive is paved, Baxter Avenue is paved, Chipman is paved, Hillcrest, okay.
Yeah, the same
Yeah,
with
there's
Mills Mountain.
there's so many of them that are incorrect, and I'm sure every district has the same errors. We pointed this out, I think, in the past, but it's never been corrected.
Cameron Drive in District 1 has been paved for years. So there are numerous errors, as my councilor friend has pointed out.
And I had the exact same comment. We need to do something about this list because it's been round 2 and we still have the same errors.
Councilor Duncan, you have something?
Yes, I did. I did the same mistakes here. These are all just paved a few years ago, except for Letney Lane. I love this one. Length in meters, 769 meters. Well, they paved, what, 100 feet of it? Maybe 150 feet of that road, and the rest is not paved. As a matter of fact, it'd be better if it was back to dirt. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so we've heard that the list needs to be updated. Notwithstanding that, we have a motion that we do not participate in 2024-25. All in favor?
Yeah.
Opposed? Carried. We'll skip 7.6 for now. We have the council motion tracking list, and we'll begin councilor comments with District 1, please.
Thank you. Good morning from District 1. I'd like to wish a belated happy Thanksgiving to all the residents of Annapolis County. I hope that everyone had a chance to spend time with family and friends over the weekend and were able to enjoy the beautiful fall colors. The past 4 weeks since our last regular council meeting have been very busy. Councilors have all attended a number of meetings and events. I also attended a meeting of the Annapolis Valley Regional Library Board, the September Police Advisory Board, and the October meeting of the Wilmot Area Neighborhood Watch. With the fall season in full swing, there are a number of community suppers. I'm sure you'll hear of some as we go around the table. Community suppers and events which will be taking place over the next few weeks in our county. I would encourage everyone who can to support our local halls, churches, and service clubs with these events. As an update, in District 1, the 2 eateries, which I mentioned in my comments earlier this summer, are now in full operation. Both Ed's Seafood Takeout and Dale's Counter Takeaway, both located in Wilmot, are very busy serving their customers. If you're traveling through Wilmot, please consider stopping in and supporting them. On a more somber note, the month of September can be a very difficult one for many of our fellow citizens. The added expense of school supplies, 2 pairs of sneakers, indoor and outdoor, numerous other things, filling that oil tank in preparation of the cold weather to come. It may mean the funds for so-called normal expenses can be scarce. I would ask at this time, I respectfully suggest that if anyone is able to help, others who are food insecure, please consider supporting the food banks, the community cupboards, and the service clubs that work to provide for those in need. And it is an interesting day, our last meeting together. I'll leave it at that. Others may speak on it, but thank you.
Good morning from District 2. I hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving and enjoyed family and friends. I'm sure we're home for the holidays. In my district, Spurs are all set up for the fall event. They have quite a selection for kids. You can go pick your own pumpkins up and events like that. They have entertainment and are doing very well. They've won several awards on their ciders. They're world-renowned for their ciders and doing very well as a small business in District 2. Also, the Port George Community Center is putting on a supper, so you'll watch for the advertisement for that. It's the 26th of October. It's a fundraiser. And other than that, it's been a busy last few weeks.
Thank you.
Thank you. It definitely has been a busy month. I wouldn't say few weeks. I've attended a lot of events. Not with this, just within my district, but within neighboring districts. It seems like fall is a lot busier than all the events of the summer, it seems. But you have to wear a sweater most times. I want to say thank you to the Public Works Department for not taking out the jetties yet. I know a lot of the voters have reached out to me to say thanks to the Public Works for not taking the docks out too early. There's still people that are enjoying the water. I know that I won't be after tomorrow. My boat will be winterized, so I'll wait till the spring. I just wanted to take this time to thank everyone on council, since this is our last council meeting together. And really, we don't know what the results of things will be after this Saturday, so who knows? But I just want to reflect on the past 2 years that I've been here. I just want to say thank you for everyone that accepted me into the fold, being the younger new person, and I had a lot to learn, but hopefully I also brought some experience and some knowledge to the council chambers. So the members that haven't reoffered, I want to thank you for your time and commitment, and also lucky you for not having to campaign. And then all the other members that are reoffering, best of luck. And I know that it's been a challenging 2 years that I've been here, but we've also accomplished a lot. And I feel that we worked well together, even though there was some heat at times, but we adapted and overcame. And I just want to say thank you. And best of luck, everyone. Thanks.
Thank you.
Regards from District 4. It's been a busy month, and I might say it's been a busy 4 years. Seeing as how this is my last chance to talk at council for the next 4 years. This will be the last council meeting for this council. For personal reasons, I decided not to reoffer for council at this time. I will miss being a member of this group. I will instead congratulate the new council coming in following the election results. I've made myself accessible to my constituents, and in general belief I've been able to help resolve most issues brought to me. I enjoyed working for the public, with the council, and was worked well together. I hope the new council also has a good working relationship. It is bittersweet at this time that I say so long for now.
Good morning from District 5. When I walked in the room this morning and I saw these photos flashing before me, this will be a final time that all of us will sit or stand and celebrate grants together for the county. It has been nothing shy of an amazing experience and journey. I would like to wish all of the avid hunters out there a very safe hunting season, as I was watching the orange walk up and down my roads this morning. Happy belated, of course, Thanksgiving. What a wonderful time I'm sure it was for most, and for those that are infirm who didn't have a place to go, I hope that there were neighbors who reached out beyond their bountiful table and saw that they benefited as well. I know I was grateful. I had short staff at Grace Haven on the weekend, and for those who couldn't make their dinner, I cooked extra and was able to show them that gratitude. Voting, it's upon us. This is it. Saturday will end that final hurrah And I wish each and every one that's got their name back in the hat much success. For those incumbents, to those who didn't have to go out and campaign, for Gidget Oxner and Diane LeBlanc, I wish you all the very best at the next round at this table. To Councillor Sheridan and Councillor Barto, thank you for being immense support and positivity and endless wisdom as well for myself as I sat new to this table 4 years ago. And as I face our board, Alec Morrison, it's emotional for me. And I know this is councillor comments, but it means so much. You have been nothing shy of wonderful, kind, considerate, giving me so much support and wisdom and teaching me little tidbits along the way. And I'll forever be so grateful. I can only hope that in my long years, I hope I get as many as you, that I get to touch others as I feel you have touched myself and so many. I talk about being a good neighbor, and I look at today with these wonderful people who sit and accept the beautiful award. You know, where would we be without these halls and these amazing volunteers? It is what makes our county so very beautiful. In Parker's Cove, we have a little pantry that has just been established by a lady who just recently moved into town from Ontario. And she herself recognized that there were infirmities around the community, so she's opened up in memory of her deceased puppy, Belle's Pantry. And so it's going to be a true asset to our community. I often think of those halls, as Councillor Prout mentioned, you know, support the food banks. We have to do our very best to reach out to others. And I think of those halls that they too could one day maybe offer a food bank. It's been a busy month. I'm excited for the new council, whoever may sit here and do the hard work. And I want you to know that I will, if not present, will sit and listen and be ever grateful for Annapolis County. Thank you.
Thank you. In November of 2012, I put forward a motion that we have an item at council called Councillor Comments, so we could learn about one another's districts and have that knowledge and perhaps participate in activities, and I think it's fulfilled its wish. Frank and Doris is closed for the season. They closed a month early this year. As you know, they've been flooded out a number of times, and the county has been working with the province and with the owners to address the flooding, and we hope that by next summer it'll be taken care of. There's a new business in Upper Clements. It's called Tacoma Truck, and it's on the left-hand side as you head to Cornwallis Park. And there's a young fellow in there who has a trailer and is selling mainly native art. It's a very casual place, but I had a chat with him and commend him for his initiative. The Deep Brook Farmers Market that you know has been closed for a few weeks will begin operations on the 20th of October on Sundays at 11 o'clock. And I would like to thank the residents of District 6 who have seen fit to elect me 3 times to this council. Thank you, District 7.
Good morning from District 7. I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving with their families and friends. Lots of turkey and all the dressings. I would just like to add my thanks to to this council. Previous previous councils have already mentioned this, but I think that we have been a good team, and I think we have accomplished a lot over the last 4 years. And I guess I would ask that or would like to say that I hope the new council will continue to operate as a team as we did. I also wish to thank the council members that have not been reoffered. I've enjoyed your comments, and I wish you success as you go forward. The last thing I'll just mention, the different councils, as I mentioned, the election. Saturday the 19th is the official election day, and I guess I would just ask everyone to get out and exercise your right and vote. Thank you.
Happy Mi'kmaq History Month to all of you, and I hope you all had a good Thanksgiving and you got out to enjoy the fall colors. You don't have to really go to Cape Breton to see them. You can just go up to Route 8 or Route 10. I was fortunate to spend some time at the Ketchimakujic for Truth and Reconciliation Day on the 30th of September. It was a perfect place for quiet reflection. I attended a meeting in Liverpool by Paper Excellence, part of the process for their feasibility study to determine if a new pulp and paper mill would be welcomed and viable in southwest Nova Scotia. It was a pre-public meeting and included groups that would have an interest in the operation or ecology affected by the running of the mill. By way of a brief summary, they're looking for a community buy-in, want to run things in an ecological fashion, and aim for it to be ranked as a world-class mill that makes use of all the components found in the residual of their kraft pulp. I had several meetings in Bear River addressing concerns of constituents, including the condition of the sidewalks and the future plans for the waterfall. I have also been attending the night markets on alternative Wednesdays, which have wrapped up for the season now, but were a great showcase of local artisans, food producers, and were well attended by young and old alike. I have put in yet another plug for the great breakfast on the first Saturdays of each month at the Bear River Fire Department, which is always well attended and is always a good time. And if you get a chance to attend the upcoming Night Lantern Parade on November 1st, come in costume with something illuminating. You can see more details on the Oakdene Center website. As well, I helped to keep vigil at the Shell Camp Lake with those whose aim it was to keep glyphosate spraying out of our watershed area. The Foresters Hall, the Foresters Hall in Clementsville hosted a number of successful events, including the Fall Fest and the fundraiser for the Fire Department in Bear River. The two events were back-to-back and were a great opportunity for the community to gather and raise funds. Upcoming is the Christmas Country Market on November 23rd, which begins at 9 a.m. Highway 8 has seen a lot of road work of late, and people remain concerned about the unnatural deep shoulder of the road, at times dropping into about a 12-foot ditch at a perilously sharp drop. Having received several complaints, I was in contact with the good people at Public Works who gave assurances that those shoulders will be softened when they get their hands on a wheeled excavator, something they expect to have completed before the snow flies. Upcoming at the Milford Hall is the Harvest Festival, a delicious meal to help raise funds for the hall, brought to you by the same people who host the Maple Fest in the spring. I need to warn you that there's only one sitting, and it's between 4 and 6 p.m., so don't miss out. Also at Milford Hall on the first Saturday of each month, during the fall through spring, will be the cribbage tournaments, and they're always well attended, and Aidi, one of the volunteers out there, always makes some great burgers and sandwiches. To close, since it's election season, we don't know what next week will bring. I'd like to thank the good people of District 8 for their support positive interactions through the last 8 years. It's been my pleasure to serve as your elected official, and I hope to see you here again next month. Thank you.
Thank you. Naveen, could you check? Next.
Okay.
Councilor Sherry.
Thank you. First of all, I would like to thank the residents of the county, especially in District 9, for all their support over the past 8 years. And to you, councilors, thank you so much for your dedicated hard work for the county and your friendship. I appreciate it. I would also like to wish all the best to the new council. Thank you to the staff and to our CAO for your hard work and dedication to our county, which is always ongoing. Special thanks to all the staff that have been working in the Nicktaw Playground and Marilyn Coleman and her committee for all their fundraising efforts that began this project over 8 years ago. A huge thank you to all the local residents that have donated their time and material donations to help complete this project. It is so appreciated by all. Thank you, Warden Morrison, for your excellent dedication and leadership of this council. You have certainly been busy over the past 2 years. And I will just have a couple events that I will pass along. The Christmas Market, Saturday, November the 2nd, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Nicktaw Christian Family Center. And Thursday, November the 28th, we're having a bake sale at the Nicktaw Fire Hall from 10 to 2. Proceeds for the Nicktaw Cemetery to help replace the items that were stolen. Thank you.
District 10. Madam Clerk, I've got these to email to you. Great. Up and coming events of interest in District 10. The East Dell Housing Community Center is hosting a soup and social every second Wednesday from October 23rd. It's from noon to 1:30 p.m. The Bee's Knees is starting a youth drop-in every third Thursday of the month from 4 to 6 p.m. There's more details on their Facebook feed. And the Lawrencetown District Lions Club is hosting a spaghetti dinner on October 24th from 4:30 to 6 p.m. at NSCC in Lawrencetown, with more dates in the future every month. That is all.
Thank you.
Thank you. From District 11, I'd like to say, I hope everyone had a fantastic Thanksgiving weekend with their family and friends, that it'd be just sitting and talking and singing, because we had singing this morning, I'm sure we'll have more, and just enjoying and relaxing. Secondly, I'd like to say that the Three Rivers Community Center in Torbrook is having a fundraiser on Thursday, October 24th. It's a takeaway turkey supper with all the fixings, and you have to pre-order before October 23rd at 824-3605. And the supper is from 4:30 to 6 p.m. This is the last week of voting before a new council sits. Being this last day of council, I'd like to say thank you to Councillor Sheridan and Councillor Bartow for being part of this council and taking part in all the events as well as all the discussions and moving our county forwards. Councillor Warden Morrison, thank you for your years of wisdom. I've been sitting with you for a while, and you have been quite jovial as well as quite direct, which is usually good. So you have bestowed upon council your well-known knowledge of what is going on, that it be history or any of the above items that we've discussed. You've been certainly a great part of the discussions and added a great deal of information. Thank you for being a councillor, thank you for being our warden, and thank you for being a friend to your citizens as well as I. As for the rest of the council, I wish you all the best and hopefully I will see some of your faces sitting with me in this council as I have been acclaimed, and I thank my residents for that. But I wish to see a new council that will sit in 4 years with our CAO and all the councilors doing their best for our county. And that is why we are here. So all the best. Don't chew up all your nails. I'm doing that for you. I've been working on that. It is stressful. I might not be doing anything, but it's still stressful. So anyway, I hope to see you all. And if not, I will see you somewhere, as I will see Councillor Sheridan and Morrison and Bartow, as I consider them all new friends. And old friends.
And old friends.
And old friends. So, thank you.
Thank you.
They will be ready at 11 a.m. They are running on time, so.
All right, we're going to take a short break to go out and receive the Pony Express ride. Thank you. Councillor LaFawn, Councillor Sheridan, discussion. All in favor?
Yes.
Thank you. Following the in-camera